They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And the ball comes to rest right there. So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. And it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to go.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, they start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid...
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Running back searching for a hole. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun. Give on the inside. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining.
Touchdown, Arkansas! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kent State came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Golden Flashes won, it's more how they won. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Spins away from the defense. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Now they'll run it to the right here. Turning it on! And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. They'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
How about that athleticism by the tight end? Stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a...
He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they need to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Bulls send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt.
ball will bounce out. Yeah. Oh.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Slithers into space. Smashes through the tackle. He's got 67 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have circled.
Going over the top. He's got it. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got a man. It's Cook. Runs through a tackle. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got...
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulls.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's got enough for the first down. Spotted at the 37. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got room to work. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Power football with the run. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the 1st down line. But will they go for it on 4th down? No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake now to throw. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Arkansas! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Bulls will punt this one away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We reached the bridge. Arkansas has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that 1st down marker. It's 4th down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. Trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Brock. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Now the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Gets the back moving. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Breaks into the open. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Brock. Zings it complete to the right.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Brucey's time to shine.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other.